All right, CV High School, we are here to celebrate our Science Fair winners 2015. They're here. We're going to go through all the categories and talk to our winners, but let's get a shot of this great group here, Science Fair 2015. All right, we're here, our Science Fair winners. First up, in the physical science category, we have a few honorable mentions. We'll start with Rachel Fenning. Rachel, want to ask you about your project. You were talking about energy drinks and studying caffeine levels. Tell us something special that you found out from your experiment.
I found out that 5-hour energy has a surprising amount of energy in it, so yeah.
Well, there's so many to choose from. I know you studied a lot of different brands, so you found out that 5-hour energy had the most.
Yeah, that one's it.
Well, I guess that's convenient because if you want energy, you can find them just about anywhere. So, Rachel, thank you. Congratulations for your honorable mention. Next, we have Derek Thrush. Derek, you were looking at something that so many of our sports fans are interested in golf, something about the golf balls. Tell us.
I learned that the shape of the dimples affects the accuracy of putting.
So on a golf ball, it has all these dimples, little ridges on it. So when we're going out there trying to improve our golf game, we have to check out how many dimples on those golf balls.
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks and congratulations on your award, your honorable mention. And now we have Anna Egan-Hess. Anna, come on over here. And you were our first place winner in physical science. And you were, well, you have to tell us about your experiment.
Okay. Well, my title was do silver nanoparticles infused in commercially available socks have the potential to infiltrate our water systems, which sounds very fancy. Basically, socks can have silver in them that helps with sweating and odor and stuff. But the silver, I found, it can be released from the socks when you wash the socks, so they're not necessarily that good for the environment or, well, a lot of things too, other than the environment. Just in the water system, silver, it's not a good thing.
Right, Anna, and I think I just saw a report on the Great Lakes and how these synthetic fibers from things like socks and other kinds of athletic wear and so forth are getting into the water. That's about the same topic?
Yeah, it's pretty similar, yeah.
All right, well, congratulations. First place there. Those are our physical science winners in Science Fair 2015. All right, next up we have biological sciences. We have our honorable mention winners and first place winner. We'll start with Vijay Rathod. Vijay, come on up here. Tell us about your experiment.
So I learned that bacteria can be found on cell phones and like cell phone screens. So yeah, it was really interesting. Yeah.
I know that a lot of people were looking at your experiment saying, well, because we all have cell phones. What's something interesting that you found out about it?
I found out that the home button of your phones is the most populated with bacteria, so watch out for that.
Watch out for that. Wash those hands. Use the hand cleaners. Okay, great job, VJ. Thank you. And Storm Zink is next. Storm, you had an experiment on involving an animal, I think an amphibian. Is that right? All right, tell us about it.
I studied the growth of axolotls, which is a salamander that still lives in water. So I studied how the temperature of that water affected their growth. And I found out that the hotter the water, the faster they grew.
Aha, so that could be, maybe they could be a way to check a water's quality, how they're growing in different environments?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it also can show like how quickly and how it affects their growth as in their metabolism and their health because of environments that they live in. If they are having trouble living there, it could have to do with the temperature.
Absolutely, and so many things will affect the temperature. So that sounds like very great environmental work and how we make sure we keep our environment clean. So great job with that. And our first place winner in biological sciences, Elizabeth McCombs. Elizabeth, tell us about your experiment.
My project was about how men, women, and children interpret emotions based on pictures of eyes. I was comparing the age and gender on the reading the eyes and the eye test.
So you actually are taking pictures of their eyes as they're viewing things, and then you're studying that?
No, actually there was a test developed called the Reading the Mind and the Eyes test by Simon Baer and Cohen, which it's pictures of eyes, and they had to either circle the emotion that they were depicting on a multiple choice version or write in the emotion on an open-ended version.
Okay, well, I'll tell you that involved by our judges' view, just a great science and great look at how that affects, how that emotion comes out from that. So congratulations. Excellent job. Those are our winners in biological science for 2015. Next, we have our category of Engineering, Earth, and Environmental Science for Science Fair 2015. Mai Feng Li, she is our first honorable mention. Come on up here, Mai, and tell us, you had an experiment with plastics. Tell us a little about it.
Well, I found out that conventional plastics perform better mechanically than organic bioplastics.
And it's certainly a great effort to see what we can do with bioplastics, right, and see if we can recycle, but important findings. Congratulations on your honorable mention. All right, next we have Ben Cutler. Ben, come on up. Ben, you were helping out with a belt that would assist people with special needs. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I engineered a belt that has sensors on it for blind people, and if they get too close to an object, the belt will vibrate to let them know so they don't hit the object.
Excellent. I saw that, some pictures of that and some video of that. What do you think? Is that potential to move on? I see a show like Shark Tank where you come up with your new idea. What do you think?
I mean, I think that would be pretty cool. Hopefully it can perform to its abilities.
All right. Congratulations, Ben. Thank you. And now our first place winner, Quinn Fox. Quinn, you were talking, again, you were also working with some inventions that would help special needs folks. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I designed a spoon that self-levels, so even if someone's shaking, like they have Parkinson's, it still stays upright and food still stays on.
Yeah, so we have different conditions that a person would have that might make them be unsteady or so forth, and your spoon was able to maintain some kind of stability for them, yes?
Yep, we found that a traditional spoon does not work as well as a self-leveling spoon, so worked out.
Okay, well, maybe a future invention, just like we said with Ben. Congratulations. These are all our Engineering, Earth, and Environmental Award winners 2015. And with me is Caitlin Whipple. She is our Reserve Grand Champion, which is the runner-up champion. Congratulations, Caitlin, on that. And you were in the biology category, and you had a very exciting experiment with a native plant, a pawpaw. Tell us, what is a pawpaw?
Well, a pawpaw is really special. Not many people know about it, and it's a tropical tasting fruit that's is naturally growing in our state. So, yeah, they're pretty awesome.
And you were looking at a special angle on that to see, well, you tell us about it. What was your experiment all about?
Well, I'm saying, like, if they can be put in grocery stores and be grown as a cash crop by looking how it ripens and its nutritional value.
And I know you were looking at, what's the climate of Pennsylvania, the soils and things like that. So what was your conclusion? Can we have a new crop in Pennsylvania?
So far, it can be found that you can sell it locally, like very small scale, and it's still in progress trying to see if it can be sold larger scale, like county-wide, statewide, nationwide.
All right. Well, don't forget all your friends on the way up, when this hits big and you're on the Shark Tank or something like that. Congratulations, Caitlin, on your award. All right, and we're here with our grand champion of Science Fair 2015, Mitchell Daniker. Mitchell, you were doing some very interesting work with vitamin C. Tell us about your experiment.
I was seeing how vitamin C, the bioavailability or the absorption of it in the body, how vitamin B5 and vitamin A would affect it. And I found out that vitamin A and vitamin B5 did affect how well it was absorbed, and they increased its absorption rate. But I also found that tryptophan, which is often found in poultry, said to be in turkey, makes you sleepy, that actually increased the absorption even better than the vitamin A and vitamin B5.
So we've heard all these good things about vitamin C, but a lot of times we don't absorb it in our bodies effectively. So you were adding these different ingredients to see how it would help absorb. So what do you think? What are the prospects down the road for coming up with something that is commercially available?
Well, I'm thinking of testing a few other vitamins and minerals to see which one works the best. But I think someday I can possibly make a pill out of it, maybe. So I'm looking into that, seeing how it'll work.
All right. Well, we'll be looking for that. We know vitamin C is so good when you have a cold and so forth. So great work, and congratulations, grand champion Mitchell Daniker. All right. That wraps it up for Science Fair 2015.